What is up? How y'all doing? I know this is a really late night bonfire. So thank you everybody that's joining. I appreciate y'all. I know this is yeah, 10:30. My goodness gracious. What's up, Ryan? SoCalRefhag. What's up, Josh? Ross? This is the No Sleep crew. We got a super chat before we even went live. What? Let's go. Matthew Vaught dropped a fire. What up, Mondo? 5 fires. We want Terrifier. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I love Terrifier. I've been a fan, very strong supporter of that franchise. I love Terrifier. I'm on the same boat. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Firing it up from 27,000 feet. Oh, my lantern. Just put that big step, Brad. Let's go. Hell yeah, Eddie. Hope you had a good day, man. It's never easy to put the kids to bed. Was it garbage or mid? Dude, it's literally on the tier of garbage and mid. It's, man, what a day. What's up, Saint Topaz? What's up, Mondo? Currently playing Planet Coaster, recreating Magic Mountain. Knott as a mega theme park. Oh, damn. Hell yeah. Dude, what people could do on Planet Coaster, it's unbelievable. It's very, very cool how creative things can get. Me and my son just watched secret movie Jurassic World Rebirth. It was awesome. Hell yeah. I'm glad somebody enjoyed it. What's up, villain? Let me just get it out of the way. I put on it's when I write my reviews, I try not to put too much because I'm not really trying to spoil a movie. But this is my Jurassic World review. And y'all know I love me dinosaurs. It's probably one of my favorite things in the world, the Jurassic franchise. But I haven't been a fan, Dominion. What was the other one? Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World Rebirth review. Walked out completely unsatisfied, which is, I wasn't the only one. There was a lot of people. We were talking to people when we got out. People I don't know. I only talked to them because they saw the movie with us. Opening sequence is just mid AF. It's way too slow for almost an hour. Couldn't help but think we need to go back to Jurassic Park. No more Jurassic World extensions. Too much plot armor. And too much plot armor going on, and surprisingly, the tension is non-existent. The Distortus Rex, I guess I don't know how to call it. Distortus Rex, it's the new one that we've seen on the marketing and whatever. It's just the big baddie that they've been hyping up. The Distortus Rex is completely forgettable and not used enough, honestly. I'm not sure I want to watch that again, which it's kind of true. Mainly because, I don't have the most time in the world, and at the same time, I don't have all these funds to just watch a movie. I have to pick and choose the battle with Superman, Fantastic Four, F1's around the corner. Megan, I guess, you know what I mean? I'm not sure I want to watch that again. I give it a 5 out of 10 and just left feeling like it was a weird movie and not what I was expecting in a bad way. That's the review. I thought I was going to walk out wow, we're so back. And that was not the case. Somebody said, I don't know his name. I didn't get a chance to ask his name. He said it's a bad kaiju movie. And I was like, I have to agree. Even though I don't want to agree with you, I kind of have to agree. Scarlett Johansson and the acting in general, to me, was fine. I thought it was good. Nothing wrong with that. It's the story. and just the vision that they wanted to take with the dinosaurs. No more Jurassic World. We got to go back to Jurassic Park. I know maybe that's a weird concept for the people at the top, but we got to just go back to Jurassic Park, because going into this, like I couldn't even pinpoint what kind of dinosaurs these are. I don't freaking know. I don't know what these dinosaurs were. Oh man, got to see Jurassic. Was about to say hi, but you were so ready to leave, so I left. Oh. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it, Samson. Yeah, I was ready to leave. It's because our baby couldn't. He just wasn't going to bed during the movie, so my girlfriend was, she was taking care of him. Shout out to Mystery Bay for taking care of Max so I could watch the movie. Just got out of Rebirth, 7 out of 10 from Silver. What do you compare this to the other Jurassic World movies? I would say the first Jurassic World is probably my favorite of the World franchise. This one would probably go second. And I don't even want to rank Fallen Kingdom, Dominion. I'm okay on that. Oh man, Jurassic Park 2 will always be fun. I love Jurassic Parks. The Jurassic Park, they're not the most perfect thing in the world, but I love them. I'm a little shocked, Mondo. I liked it more than you did. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Are all the Jurassic Parks, are these Jurassic movies, are they all PG-13? Jurassic Park movie rating. Are these all, what was, any of the Jurassic movies rated R? Were any of them rated R? None of the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movies have been rated R. They've all maintained PG-13. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Chris Pratt is the GOAT. Let's go. Late night live stream. Hey, as much as I want to keep talking Jurassic, I want to talk some freaking Halloween Horror Night. That's what everybody wants to talk about. Halloween Horror Night. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's a long time before this movie actually debuts to everybody. So my final thought on the movie: go watch it. Don't let my review be like, "Oh, Mondo hated it. I'm not gonna see it." Go watch it. Maybe you enjoy it, and a way better movie for you. Dolores is honestly, she's like the star. She's probably the best part of the movie. Have you seen Elio? Yeah, I got, I'm glad I do these reviews so I could just fall back on what I thought instead of having to think about it again. This is my Elio review. I did see Elio. Took the whole family to see Elio. Just got out of Elio. Wow, it's terrible. I got nothing from this movie other than I'm sad I wasted a ticket for this sad storytelling. I'm shocked this movie has a high audience score on websites. I don't know how a kid would walk out of the theater enjoying this movie. I give it a 1.5 out of 5 and don't recommend at all. That's my Elio review. Trust me, I go into movies totally clean slate. So whatever the movie gives me is I try to absorb it. And that's what came out when I absorbed Elio. I just watched it too. I agree. Not enough action. Needed more dinos and less talking. But I love Dolores. Dolores is the show. She's the star. She's literally the star of the movie. They even had Dolores outside. Let me show you guys. When I walked out of the theater, they had Dolores, which was cool. You only see Dolores in the theme park, so it was cool to see her out of the theme park. Right here. Look at this. Look at that. They had Dolores as a meet and greet. Dude, Dolores is the hardest working dinosaur in the show business right now. She grinding at the theme park. They took her to Dodger Stadium. They took her to the red carpet. Now she's meeting people at the AMC theater. Jurassic Park prequel would be cool. Dude, I'm totally... Just go back that way. Go back in that direction instead of wherever. Like, I couldn't help but be like, we don't need more of this. I think we're good. It's going to be the weirdest $1 billion made, but I don't know. Was it a scary at all? For adults, not scary. I could see kids being scared, but as an adult, I was not scared. Yeah. The Indominus Rex is by far the best dino in Jurassic World movies. Yeah, Blue too. You gotta throw Blue in there. Blue's pretty badass. I mean, I didn't see Jurassic Rebirth, but I did see 28 years later, and it held up for coming out after 18 years after the previous movie. 28 weeks later. Can't say the same about Jurassic World. 28 years later was phenomenal. I loved it. I love that movie. Let me see. What's up, Silver? Undertaker for HHN. Yeah, we'll get into the HHN talk. Raul, holy, that 48. Holy, Raul. That's 48 months. What's up, Mondo? Jurassic Park will always be the best movie. One of the guys that I talked to when we got out of the theater, because I asked him, I was like, what'd you think about the movie? And he literally had the same sentiments of like what we were all saying, that we didn't like it that much. And he was saying that like they were doing all of this. You know, I'm not trying to spoil nothing, but they were doing all of this, and then they were just trying to crank in that Jurassic Park song to be like, look, nostalgia. It's kind of true. It's kind of... That song still hits, though. What movie are you excited for next? Superman! 28 years later was a huge disappointment. I know, it's so crazy. You know, I'm just on the wrong end of this conversation, I think. I loved it. I freaking loved it, man. Let me see. Michael, I'm working in one of the houses. Let's go. That's the harshest review I've seen from you. Goddamn. Yeah, that's, you know, I am just an honest person. So when I do a review, it's just, that is an honest take on what I saw. Honestly, this movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, there's some biases going on. I love Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. You know, I try to get jiggy with it. I love dinosaurs in general. So like, I feel like this movie had a lot of like, I was going to come out being, I loved it and it was the best movie. It just, that's just the way it worked. Yeah. Elio, just, yeah, not good. Joshua, 24 months. Let's go. Hey, thank you, man. We got 48 months, 24 months. Y'all are amazing. We've said it many times and I'll say it again. Jurassic Park walkthrough. I would love a Jurassic Park walkthrough. Blue will always be my number one dino. For me, it's the T-Rex. T-Rex, Jurassic Park 1. That T-Rex is just... I wish it had like a name. Does it have a name? I don't know. Let me see. Cynthia says, what the heck, Mon? You're ruining my future cinema cravings. Damn harsh reviews. Appreciate the honesty. Do not let me, even if I say I don't recommend, that's just what I recommend. I don't recommend it. But you go watch any movie you want. I'm not here to stop anybody. It's just, how I look at it? Movies are expensive these days. So, like, if you go to the theater, you're probably, like, your kid, and whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, it's a lot of money, So to, like, take time out of your day, money out of you, and then a bad movie, that's bad. Like, you don't want that. That just doesn't roll these days, Especially, like, all these studios pumping hundreds of millions of dollars into these movies. You would think storytelling would be perfected by now. You know what I mean? You would think CGI, everything would be perfected by now. Cinema's been in existence for a long time. And these budgets are insane. So I don't know. I don't know how we don't get banger movies every single time. It's just how I feel. It's just how I feel. Oh, man. Let me see. Yeah, I at this point, I do feel How to Train Your Dragon is #1 movie of the year. At this point, that could change. There's a lot of movies still left that could take it out. But at this point, How to Train Your Dragon, without a doubt, #1 movie for me personally. I don't even know what #2 is. I've seen so many movies. I don't know what #2 is. How did you not like it? I think you need to see it again. I think you need to see it again. You were watching way too close to the screen. That instantly makes me hate what I'm watching. I hope we're still going to see it. Danny, I'm going to see it with you no matter what. I'm going to see it with you no matter what, Daddy. I want to hear your opinion when we get out of that theater. How was Sinners? I love Sinners. I love Sinners. There's a lot of people that hate Sinners, shockingly, but I loved it. I haven't been to the movie since 2019. Raul, don't go for nothing. Damn, Raul. You at least go watch Superman in the theaters, Raul. You got to watch. You got to watch at least Superman. With the pace of how fast Universal members are working on Fast and Furious, how much longer do you think it will take? I don't know nothing. There's a lot of rumors that they want to push whatever's going on, and possibly like the end of Horror Nights. This thing could just soft open for all we know. Roller coasters get up and running pretty damn fast. Especially like I'll never forget Wonder Woman. It was like nothing. Bloop bloop, put it up. Track went up. Testing. Boom. Grand opening. I was like, wow. It's just there's no animatronics and set scenes and timings. It's just a roller coaster. So I could see why things move fast with roller coaster. But this one's a little trickier because obviously this ride's turning and stuff. Bob Booker BT, a lot of activity at Falls Lake. I know. I can't wait to go on the studio tour again and see what it's looking like. I heard it's a big production. I love giving the love to Falls Lake. I think there's 2 days in a row I've had it in the background. Thunderbolts got me back in the theater. I'm excited to see Dragon and Jurassic. Yeah, go watch them. Go watch them in the theater. I always support the theater. Let me see. All right. Ironheart. Is Ironheart out like at midnight? So like in an hour? I can't wait to watch that show. Bob Booker BT says it's a big one. No, I hope we see stuff, That's what makes the studio tour one of the best rides ever. Is like you're literally going through actual filming sets all the time. I love the studio tour. Love the studio tour. All right. So I heard there's a new speculation map. I haven't had the time to really even look at it. Was it HHN Nightmares? HNN. HN Nightmares. HN Nightmares. Right? Who dropped? I'll go to Alberto. Albert dropped it, right? Somebody dropped. Where's that speculation map? Here we go. There we go. All right. Let's get into it. Let's see. All right, here we go. So, first of all, credit to Horror Nightmares or Horror Night Nightmares. Was this dropped on Blue Sky or X? I don't know where this was dropped. I just know it exists now for like a day or two. I just been so busy with family stuff. I haven't had a time to like really zone in. So bear with me. This is my first time like looking at this map in detail. So shout out to Albert for posting this. But this is from HN Nightmares. They're a great follow. They're always dropping lots of information. So this is an updated speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights here in Hollywood. We really don't care too much about what is it called? Orlando. They're all up in the speculation announcements, right? Or not speculation. They're getting a lot of announcements for their originals, but we don't care about that. We're here for Hollywood. Let me hit the like button. All right. So what has changed? Well, we got... What the heck is this thing? Is that like a dancer? So we got like that. That's a Parisian courtyard. A lady dancing with a skull. Is it a skull with like a candle on top? Yeah, it looks like that. That's as much as I could zoom in. Okay, so my first thought, I'm getting like Mexican vibes. That's just my first thought. So maybe some type of yeah, I was thinking the same thing right here. Some folklorico murders of folklorico. I'm struggling to say that word right now. Las muertes del folklorico. Who knows what it's going to be. Parisian courtyard scare zones are usually a lot of fun. And hey, I'm down with it. I'm down with folklorico. Why not? And then we got a piñata. So they're sticking with the piñata. You know, what kind of Mexican... what kind of Mexican horror tales are we trying to see come to life? You know, remember the big talk for a little while was what? Isla de las Muñecas? Isla de las Muñecas. Is that still in play, or we're not, that's not a conversation anymore? Is that why they were hiring scare actors with roller skates, or am I tripping? Has Hollywood ever had scare actors on roller skates? I don't recall that. I'm going to say I don't... Was that like on a hiring thing or something? Folklorico, Dia de los Muertos. Muertos, okay. Super chat by that boy Jamie. That boy Jaime. Thank you, Jaime. Hey Mondo, I don't know if you remember me, but I was one of the Maze hosts from the Insidious Let You Through Express. I also went to go do my audition as a scare actor, so hopefully I make it. Let's go! That boy Jamie, dude. And when I think of Horror Nights, everything's a blur, dude. Especially how many times I went. I don't recall, Jamie. I have to say, I don't recall. But if I see you out there, throw up a 5 if you're a scare actor or something. But thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you, man. And I hope you get that job. I don't know what you're trying to audition for, but I hope you get it, man. Being a scare actor, it's going to be awesome. It's an awesome year to be a scare actor at any point of HHN. All these houses are literally bangers this year. It's just gonna be an incredible year. I don't even know how else to say it. Maybe the scare zone would be called Bailando con la Muerte, which would make sense. Bailando con la Muerte. Damn, so like a dancing scare zone? I don't know. I just don't think of dancing with Horror Nights, but hey, something different, right? Mondo needs Rosetta Stone. I'm trying my best. It's late. I don't know. I can't say Flocorico. I'm pretty sure I said it good that time. But once again, thank you, Jamie. Good luck out there, man. Good luck out there with the auditions. You got this, JB. Hopefully I get Jason. Dude, you're tall. Damn. Jason would be sick. All right. So that's new. It looks like, what is it called? Purge Dangerous Waters. That's not going nowhere. Poltergeist is still kicking there. Terrifier over there at Curious George still sticking around. And then the Terror Tram, they kept the Blumhouse. I'm really curious. You know, if you guys saw my last vlog, I was saying, I don't know if I've said it on a live stream yet. This will be the first time, I guess. But, you know, there's rumor and speculation. There's rumor and speculation that it's not Blumhouse. I know it's obviously Blumhouse right there, but that it's not Blumhouse. And I heard pure speculation. It could all be false and not true. That Terror Tram has a opportunity of being Killer Clowns from Outer Space Terror Tram. Killer Clown Terror Tram. We've already had Killer Clowns 2 times before as a maze. It was never like a scare zone. In Florida, they had it as a scare zone. It was super popular as a scare zone. They would close the night with the clowns, the Killer Clowns. Like, it was like a thing. Like, people just loved hanging out with the clowns. It was a lot of fun. My personal thought, if there was a Killer Clowns Terror Tram, I think it's an absolute hit. It probably won't be the scariest of thing, but it would be a lot of fun. And it'd probably hit you with a lot of nostalgia, because that's kind of what Killer Clowns is. Very nostalgic. I hope it is. I'd rather have a Killer Clowns Terror Tram than Blumhouse, but I get it. If it's Blumhouse, it is what it is. They have Megan 2.0, Black Phone 2, so I get it. Yeah, Blumhouse, it's a big company now, right? They're a big deal. They just bought Saw. I don't doubt Saw comes back to Horror Nights. But I'm cool with it. You know, it is what they're keeping the movie alive, right? The Killer Clowns rumor was in the first speculation map. I know. I remember seeing it. I don't like clowns. Art has all the weapons in his trash bag. That is true. Art Smile's the biggest weapon. Oh, man. Lone Star, how do you handle the horror and mazes and not be scared? Well, let me tell you. When I go through a maze, I'm terrified. It's scary. Let me take a step back and just tell a funny story. my family, they watch a lot of what I do, a lot. And I keep trying to convince like some of my other cousins, and even up to the point my tias. There's some tias, they would never go to horror nights, but they're willing to give it a shot this year. And I I was because my tias, they don't care for horror. They don't care for horror nights. It's not nothing they would like to do. But I was explaining to one of my tias, I was saying like, you being scared is the goal. That's the fun part. I know that's a really hard thing to get through your mind because nobody in real life, nobody wants to be scared. Nobody wants to be in a horror situation. That's terrible. But in this setting of a theme park and horror nights, that's what you're buying. You're buying this ticket to be scared. These people, we're gonna revert back to scare actors. Shout out to Jaime. Their whole goal is to scare you. They're putting their passion and all their hard work and energy and sweat to scare you, and that's the goal. That's the beauty of horror nights. You being scared, they're doing their job. They're doing their job. I can't wait to get to the John Murdy tweets because there's a topic of this conversation about scared and scary. But that's the whole point. The whole point is for you to be scared. That is the fun part. So until you until you understand that you being scared at horror nights is the good part, you're gonna hate horror nights. You're not gonna have fun. You're gonna be like, I want to go home. But until you wrap your mind around that, you being scared at horror nights, same thing applies to any of these haunts, Scary Farm, Frightfest. You being scared that's what you're buying. Really weird concept. I get it, but if you could get across your that barrier of like, oh, me being scared and screaming and like I don't want to go through that next corner of the maze. That's what you're buying. So I'm always scared. I'm not a tough guy. I'm just I be filming in the mazes like you know what I mean. I'm reacting like everybody else. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm never here to claim that I'm like I'm the toughest guy. I ain't scared. I'm scared. That's my favorite part. But that's my 2 cents right here. I'm hoping it's Killer Clowns. If it's Blumhouse, whatever. T-Pad, Scarecrow, Five Nights at Freddy at the Soundstage. All right, here's where things are getting interesting. Can I zoom in more? Nope. Oh, I can zoom in more. Nice. So, very big change. I don't know if this was in the other speculation map, but we have that, which I guess is a Scarecrow. A scare zone in the lower lot. Wow. So we have a scare zone in the lower lot. Can you believe it? Can you believe? Was it 2018? Was it 2018 the last time we had a scare zone down there? I forgot what they were called. The chainsaws or something? Gosh, I can't recall the last time we had a scare zone, but we don't have scare zones in the lower lot no more. It's just so busy down there. There's not enough space, but I get it. Scarecrows, they want them near Scarecrow. Scarecrow is rumored to be behind Transformers, so it just makes sense, I guess, But I like it. I love that they're going to try to work a scare zone at the lower lot. It just adds more to the event, More jobs, too, at that matter. Regular Josh One says, I feel like the only maze that would scare me is that spider maze at Knott's. Yeah, that one is scary. It's very scary. I don't like spiders. I'm not a spider fan. Spiders are. I respect spiders. In real life, I respect spiders. They will mess you up, man. Hot take, but chainsaws has got to be my least favorite prop in haunt events. Super obnoxious. I love the chainsaws. I understand what you're saying, though. I get it. But I like the chainsaws. All right, let's keep going. So the other interesting one is right here. Bam. So Jurassic World Extended Queue. I had to. I think I posted it on my Instagram. Let me see. Hold on. Stand by. Did I post it on my Instagram? I don't even know anymore. There it is. So that is Jurassic World Extended Queue. That's what the facade's looking like. I kept saying I don't know how that's WWE, but that's been rumored very heavily. So to see the wrestling ring again on the speculation map, I at this point I believe it will be Jurassic World will be WWE. What we see here on the speculation map, it's hinting at like a dual house, Undertaker, and the other one is representing Wyatt Six. I think it was Jen, if I'm not mistaken, that put something out. Where is it? Let me go to Twitter. Shout out to Jen. Where is it? Here we go. It's this one. There it is. It looks just like that. Very interesting. Gosh, there's like other rumors I want to say, but I'll just hold off. I think at this point, the momentum has been so strong. I think it is WWE. That's going to be cool. It's going to be something new and different. I'm cool with it. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. So that. And then we still got unknowns. That's funny. So unknown in the theater, and then the scare zones, like the chainsaws, and then opening ceremony scare zone, like the fire tower scare zone. Those are unknown. Like, how does this speculation map know everything else, but when it comes down to those three, they're just like, we don't know what it is. That's crazy. Well, shout out to HN Nightmares. This is a lot of fun. Cool to see. Very cool to see. It's always exciting when you see a new map. When I look at this, I'm just flabbergasted. This looks like the coolest event. Looks like the coolest event ever. Tonight's Monday Night Raw was promoting Universal Parks and seasonal events a lot. Really? What? You know what's funny? Let me post something real quick. I forgot to post this. Here it is. WWE poster the lower lot. I don't know if WWE has had a poster before, but at the lower lot, they had a WWE poster yesterday. Was that a Universal yesterday? I think I was. Right here. So this is where Megatron does meet and greets. And to the left, they had a WWE poster. Look at that. Maybe they've had WWE stuff in the past, but it just caught my eye. It caught my eye because, you know, with the rumored WWE house for Horror Nights, it's just interesting, right? Interesting. Very interesting. Hold on. All right. So maybe it's a coincidence, but they have that marketing there. But I think that is it for this map. I don't think we need to say anything more beyond that. I really been wanting to get to the John Murdy tweets. That I feel like that's the interesting stuff right now. It'd be cool to see scare actors outside the entrance, like after you pass security. What are we talking about? Just make a WWF Attitude Era maze. Yes, like I said, I want Stone Cold. Canelo was interviewed and asked about possibly appearing on WWE. Damn, Canelo? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's pretty huge. All right, let's get to the John Murdy tweets. That's what I really wanted to talk about today. All right. I want you guys to drop 5 fires in the chat. I just want to make sure you guys are awake. This is a really late night bonfire. I want to make sure you guys are awake. Are you guys awake? The Wyatt 6 just came back and have a big match on Friday. I've heard. I forgot who was saying. Somebody was saying that Friday could be a day that Halloween Horror Nights gets an announcement. You saying about that match on Friday, that lines up with Friday being an announcement. Could it be that this Friday WWE gets announced coming to Halloween Horror Nights? That'll be sick. I don't know what I had planned on Friday, but I would like to do a live stream. If that announcement does happen, I want to do a live stream. All right, I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing what's up, that big blackout channel. I'm seeing a lot of 5 fire. Okay, everybody's awake. I love it. I love it. All right, this is the juicy stuff right here. This is the juicy stuff. Where is it? It's this one. This is John Murdy himself. Last meeting got canceled, so we're going to play a speed round of Q&A. I'll pick 10 questions to answer, so choose wisely, as there are obviously things I cannot answer at this point. Ready, set, go. Oh, shout out to John, man. How cool is it that we have the top dude of Horror Nights that's willing to give his time to chat with the fans? I just want to applaud that. Super, 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 super cool. SmackDown is in Saudi Arabia. So it would be an early announcement. Like, what time are we talking about? Like, I'm talking about California time. If it does happen in Saudi Arabia, like, I don't know when this match would be. What time would it be here in California? Can you tell me, Jamie Lynn? Do the math on that. You never need to ask if I'm awake. I don't sleep till 2 a.m. I be going, I don't know if I stay up till 2. I'm usually like 12. Like 12 is my cutoff because Max Rooney, this guy wakes up 6:30, 7 a.m. So I'm just messing with my sleep schedule if I go beyond 12. I need at least 7 hours. Like, I used to only need 6. I'm at 7. I need 7 hours. It feels weird to see you without Danny. Dude, hey, Danny tomorrow. I had to apologize to Danny today because I was like, I know I moved Speculation Sunday already, but I got to move it again because Jurassic World Rebirth. It's just the way it went down. All right, let's keep going. Whew, I got a lot to uncover here. This is like an onion. Lots of layers going on here. All right, we got lots of questions. I don't know if we're gonna go in order, but we got TLEV Media. We're going live tonight to talk about HHN. Any message for the community? I guess he has a message. I haven't read none of this. I've been busy all day, and this is like my first time reading. So let's see. Yes, please thank them for me for all the support over the years attending HHN. As a kid who grew up building haunted houses in my parents' house, I've always appreciated the fans' support for his event and how it allowed us to grow it over the years. Eternally grateful. I gotta repost that. Dude, John Murdy, he's just the man. He's the man. This is the top dog, the creative, doing this to the fans. It's so, this is just, I can't say enough good things about it. It's badass. It's awesome. Incredible that he does stuff like that. It's so cool. What's up, Brian? All right, we got another one. If you could do a house based on any Goosebumps stories, which story would it be and why? Goosebumps wasn't really my generation. I was reading all the Stephen King books when I was a kid/teen, but I know the films from watching them with my kids. I do a mashup of multiple stories. Slappy would be a must. Nice. Slappy was my first horror icon that gave me nightmares for weeks on end. The fact that he could breathe on you and turn you into a doll still gives me the chills. Dude, Goosebumps was dirty, man. Bum, 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 bum. I just want to hear it. Now I just want to hear that song. Hold on. Hopefully we don't get hit with copyright. I just want to hear it. I want to taste. Goosebumps theme song. Man, just looking at this dog scares me. Dude, Goosebumps is scary. Woo! It's too good. Dude, that song gives you chills. Dude, oh my gosh. A Goosebump house would be so sick. It'd be awesome. It'd be one of the best houses ever. Oh God, it's too good. It's just too good. All right. Let me keep going. I'm going on a tangent. How much do you work with Horror Nights Orlando? Like, has there been years? Like, has there been years where you haven't needed to? Okay. Yes, we didn't do much of that in the beginning of my era, but now we work very closely together on shared IPs. In the beginning, there wasn't much that was shared, so that wasn't needed. I speak to my partners in Universal Orlando every week now. It's cool to share ideas, etc. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. That's like a whole thing now, right? It's shared IPs. A lot of shared IPs. That doesn't give me the willies, but you know what does? Tales from the Dark Side music. Disney technically owns Goosebumps. Man, Disney owns everything. That song is just too good. Dude. Like, as soon as you hear that song, you just get taken back to, like, being a kid. That's like, I can't help but think of, like, just being a kid, reading those books. All right, we got another one right here. Any major difference you could tell us about this year's HHN compared to others? Looking forward to it. This is the one that I saw earlier, like, or at least one of the ones I saw. There's things I can't talk about yet, but if there's a design mantra for HHN this year in Hollywood, it's really to focus on the scariness. We're so back. We are so back. Oh man, this is awesome. Can I quote tweet that? Let me see. Yes, that's what I'll post. There's things I can talk about. There's things I can't talk about yet. But if there's a design mantra for HHN this year in Hollywood, it's really to focus on scariness. We've pushed the boundaries of what is horror and what we'll continue to do that. Will continue to do that, but wanted to focus on that core thing this year. You'll see. Damn. Do I even need to read the rest? What more do we want? This is the head creative telling us that their whole mantra and what they were focusing on is scariness. Wow. Dare I ask the question, what was the focus the other years? We are doing horror nights, right? I'm guessing the other years it was like what Ghostbusters, Stranger Things we've had. I can't even think right now the other houses. But I get it. I like that that's the priority. They want to scare the hell out of you. I like that. Mondo, the show would start at 9 in the morning, and if they are the last match possible, 11:30 or 12. Wow. Okay, cool. So Friday, We just need to keep an ear out around midday for an announcement of Halloween Horror Nights. Would an announcement really happen through WWE? How crazy! That's a crazy collaboration going on there, or what is it called? Synergy? Some synergy going on. I hope it happens. DDG. AMC Screen Unseen was Jurassic World Rebirth. It was good, y'all. Gave me OG vibes. All right. Maybe the scare actors can finally verbally interact with us. That is a thing. Scare actors don't talk to you at Horror Nights. They do at Scary Farm. They do at pretty much any other haunt. But not at Horror Nights. All right, let's keep going. Or did he comment more? No. I'm not sure if it's happened already, but if it hasn't, has Universal ever approached you guys to develop an original house into actual film? Didn't have to actually get made or enter pre-production script made, just something as small as, hey, we've been considering. Well, if that was happening or happened in the past, I wouldn't be able to talk about, because films often spend a lot of time in development before they are ever see the light of day or don't. I'm going to take that as that probably has happened. We're like, you know what? Your original idea was really good. We should make a short movie out of that, or just a show or something. Brian says, I heard the WWE house is mostly Undertaker. But like, how is this Undertaker? You know what I mean? Is there something of this nature in the Undertaker lore? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. All right, let's keep going. It's the or don't that's got me wondering. And we'll leave it at that. So maybe it has happened. You just can't talk about it. I enjoyed the incremental return of the famous chainsaw walkout towards the main gate for the past few years. Any chance of reintroducing that full experience ongoing? i.e., no set time, just continuous with the too thick to see in front of you fog. Breaking my own rules and allowing another question. Incremental return. We've done chainsaw chase out every year. That's what I was thinking. I feel like every year I've ever been to Horror Nights, there's a chainsaw chase out. The cast comes from Terror Tram, which closes earlier than the houses and the streets. So it's basically the best of our chainsaw performers. And then we got poor wording on my part. Incremental return in the sense that it feels like each year it's gotten bigger and better. No, it's not. Fog is tricky with all the new stores, etc. You can't control where it goes. Depends on atmospheric conditions night to night. So there's probably is less than you remember. Yeah, there's just too many stores. I get it. Why don't we have more mazes in Hollywood? I think we have the space. Please tell me where. I am fighting every urge to just comment, the Metro sets! It's very simple. The Metro sets. How how did FanFest get the lower lot like that? And Horror Nights can get the Metro set. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Did he keep talking on that one? Through the toxic tunnel in the backlot where we've had mazes before. Work that out with the movie studio and I'm in. Yeah, just can't do the movie studio. When you do retire, do you plan to fully open your own haunted house or just design for haunts? I don't think I do either. I probably, oh my gosh, I think I clicked too far. I don't think I do either. I'd probably write the book I started during the pandemic or something else creative. Damn. Obviously, John Murdy, he's put in so much time and work into Horror Nights. It's almost like we beg you to just stay as like a what is it? I want to say counselor, but I know it's not counselor. What are those people? Gosh, I can't think of the word. Where they just provide their insight. What is that word that I'm thinking of? Gosh, I guess it's counselor. I don't know. I feel like there's another word for it. Can he just stay in he doesn't have to write everything, just stay as a creative in the background to just kind of push the visions in the right direction, we don't want, a consultant. Thank you. God, I couldn't think of that word. That's the perfect as a consultant. It'd be great. I think the right word I'm trying to say is, we don't want you to leave, John. We don't want you to leave, John. We just be a consultant and advisor. Thank you. Yeah, we want you to stay. Is there a house that you want to do that you haven't IP-wise? Yes, there's several. Some are just rights availability. Some are just rights availability. Others and very expensive and maybe not hot/relevant in terms of marketing. So don't know if I'll ever get a chance to do them. That sucks. Just do it, John. Ain't nobody complaining. Just bring them. Whatever your IPs you're trying to bring them, man. Was there more to this? Man. See, the not so hot ones depends on the timing. It sucks. Because there's just such good movies that could be amazing. But because of the time we're in its time, do you Talk to Me? I feel like that would be great. Breaking My Own Rule. Yeah, I was really impressed with that film. Hell of a first film. Was a stupendous first film. Loved that in the theaters. I have to jump on that quick, John. Is Talk to Me on streaming? I haven't seen it. I didn't have a chance to see it when it was out. But that's interesting. He likes it. He likes Talk to Me. That's cool. Should Universal have a new permanent year-round house, much like House of Horrors? Very good question. That's interesting. Well, I've designed 2 of them, House of Horrors and Walking Dead. It's tough for those things to live in a normal theme park setting. What's too scary versus not as scary as HHN? That's probably why aren't many of those out there. That's probably why there's not many of those out there. I've thought about that too. Where would it be cool if a all year haunt came back to Hollywood? The only viable thing I could think of And, it takes a little bit of thunder away from Las Vegas. But if we got a all year haunt at Hollywood, I would love it for it to be Universal Monsters. Because, they're so tied to Hollywood. That's where they were born. So I think a all year round haunt Universal Monster status created by John Murdy, it'd be badass. Yeah, that should be John Murdy's like goodbye farewell letter to everything, is to create a year-round Universal Monster haunt maze and just put it back at the Walking Dead. Why not? That'd be sick. I would love that. Have you ever considered doing a Hollywood Harry house / bringing him back to the event? Please. Breaking my own rule. Yes, I love creating Harry, and maybe one day he'll return. It's up to him. Was there more to it? Next year marks 20 years since HHN Hollywood came back. Just saying. This year is 20 for me. I designed and partially built 2020. You just didn't see it. So sad. That is so sad. Damn, that's just sad, man. Reading that. Damn. So this is 20 years for Murdy. No wonder they're going so hard. Man. That 2020 year, I feel like was going to be one of the most epic years we've ever had at Horror Nights. And the reason I say it, we saw literally construction in the Metro sets. I think there was 2 mazes that were actually being built that 2020 year. It just the pandemic, things didn't happen. It's a very sad year. I just want to say this right now. I'm so blessed and thankful to be where we are at now. Man, 2020, what a year. And now we're in 2025, 5 years later. How freaking crazy, man. Favorite house you ever designed? Ooh, this is interesting. Tie between first Universal Monsters and Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmares, as they both represent things from my childhood that I am extremely passionate about. And both were #1 rated houses in their respective year. So knowing fans like them made it even better. The first Universal Monsters, is that 2018? Or was there Universal Monsters before that? Was that 2018? Fires of Fire. Non-HHN question. How was LA / Death Valley, wherever else you were at? I won't count that one. It was awesome to show my kids part of America they've never seen, including the protest. I was also in Vegas to take my girls to see Coldplay. Oh, damn, that's cool. I was just listening to Coldplay not a couple days ago. It was all yellow. I'm not a huge fan, but massive respect after seeing them. Incredible show, and they love their fans. Yeah, I feel, when I hear people go to Coldplay, they're always like, I cried. It was so beautiful. Like, Coldplay puts on a great show. Technically, we had Universal Monster Remix 2012. Oh, damn. So way back then. Let me see. What's up, Johnny? 46 a month. Wow. Bonfire, Johnny. Thank you. 46 months. My goodness. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. Just left Disneyland, but it's been fun the last couple of Mondays. Where are the crowds? Rides are so low. Man, I haven't even talked about. I was at Disneyland earlier. Disneyland empty. Just shocking. The parking lot shockingly empty. It's like my mind wasn't comprehending it because we're in summer. Kids are off school. I was like, it actually feels like a Monday. But thank you, Johnny. Appreciate your member chat as always, dude. 46 months. My gosh. Thank you. How's Vegas doing nowadays? It's been a minute since I've gone. It has been 20 years since I was there. I worked on all that theme park stuff in the 90s there. I only went back because of the kids going to that show. Man, it's been a while since I've been to Vegas. What do you think is the coolest creature effect you've created for the event so far? That's a good question. Bending my own rule. So he answered 14 questions. I think I saw 17 or something. A quiet place train, or basement creature, or La Lechuza as far as animatronics go. A quiet place train. Is that the one that kind of pushes out? I want to see it. I want to visualize it. A quiet place, 5 fires. Warning, we're about to see all of this. You have been warned. Everybody watching right now, you have been warned. You have been warned. All right. Let's see this. Where's that train? Thank you. I think it's right here. Dude, how can we create how does all of this stuff get created? How does all this stuff get created for this temporary event? Dude, honestly, they could have just left Quiet Place up the whole year and it would have been fun to just do that walkthrough. Hey, this is just gonna stay up till December. we gotta as soon as Christmas starts, all of this is done. This house I loved the Quiet Place. I know a lot of people were like, animatronics and puppet. I loved it. It was one of my favorite. The sound design when you're in that maze, it was beautiful. Brian's like, that house just didn't hit it for me. I loved it. I'm an animatronic guy, though. Have you ever dressed up at HHN to interact with fans where they had no idea? That's a funny question. Breaking my own rules, 16. Yes, I was a pig man in Saw at Terror Tram. Damn, I clicked the thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I was a pig man in Saw at Terror Tram, a character I invented for Alice Cooper, the dude who plays darts in the pub, Michael Myers in 2015. That must be cool. Or John's like, you know what? I want to scare the hell out of people today. Oh man. Have you taken any inspiration from FanFest for HHN this year? That's a good question. Breaking my own rule in terms of number of questions answered. So he was just breaking that rule left and right. Let me see. What do we got here? Certainly consulted with the team that did that and trying to learn what we can. Very different from HHN demands. Okay. That's cool. That's cool to hear. God, I miss FanFest so much. What an event, man. I'm so glad I went to FanFest a lot. I miss it. I miss FanFest. Are the Scare Zone original or IP this year? Oh, 11. Okay, I'm going over 10. They're all original. Man. I just want some IP Scare Zone. I just want some IPs. I don't know. I love the originals, but I would like, at least one IP house. You know what I mean? So that's good to know. All original Scare Zones. Favorite fast food meal? What a question. That's funny. Bending my own rule. My town in Ireland has 2 chain fast food restaurants, Mickey D, KFC. No other American chains, but I'm strangely partial to Jack in the Box tacos at 3 a.m. when I'm in LA and driving back from the event. I don't know if they're actually good, but at 3 a.m. That's funny. It's not. I get it. John Murdy be working late when he's doing horror night stuff in like when he's at the event. Del Taco, Jack in the Box, and if you're lucky, a 24-hour McDonald's, I guess. It's not easy. It just sucks. For me, the number one choice after horror nights, In-N-Out. Can't beat it. In-N-Out's the number one. But this year we might have Raising Cane's. Maybe Raising Cane's can be open at the 2 a.m.s, maybe even later. That'll be a good thing, right? Get some Raising Cane's after horror nights. Mondo, have you ever been on the Mummy during HHN? It feels so much more intense. I don't think it feels more intense. I have been on Mummy during horror nights. I haven't done the Mummy in a while. Mummy's like one of those you just don't do very often. It's fun. It is what it is. I've been in love, like, since Transformers has reopened. I'm in love with Transformers. It's such a good ride. Such a good ride. But I don't feel like Mummy's more intense or anything. It's just the same. Saint Tapaz says, off topic, have you have to check out Beetle House, LA. Rumors are it might close in the coming weeks. Is that a bar or something? I don't think I've ever been to that. Let me ask everybody in the chat. I don't even know how many people are watching right now. 300. We got 300 people in here. Damn, 300 people don't want to go to bed. Everybody wants to talk horror night. Are Jack in the Box tacos good? I want to hear what the chat has to say. Are Jack in the Box tacos, are Jack in the Box tacos good? Jack in the Box tacos. Do you like Jack in the Box tacos? Are they good? Do you think they're good? What is this? You get 2 tacos free with any order? What the heck? I never go to Jack in the Box. I just retired. I think I used to get I think it was called a big cheeseburger, if I'm not mistaken. They had a good chicken sandwich, like some barbecue chicken sandwich or something. I don't know. I used to like the Jumbo Jack. I don't know. Jack in the Box just doesn't do it for me no more. Nothing does it for me. That's why I go to In-N-Out. I strictly go to In-N-Out. As weird as that sounds. The night time is the right time. Yes, with ranch. Melissa says yes. They're justified. Okay. Yes. Everybody, yes. For that price, hell yeah. The mini ones are loaded. There's mini? I didn't even realize. I didn't know. That's crazy. Everybody's saying yes. Sarah says yes when freshly made, not when they've been sitting there. I feel like they're always sitting there. Damn. Oh, that's funny. Jack in the Box chicken strips, sourdough jack, mozzarella cheese sticks, lemonade. Damn. Lord Chisholm got the order down. This is what mines look like every time right here, like that. They be looking like that. Oh man. I might get some Jack in the Box tacos this week just to try them again. I couldn't even tell you the last time I've had one. It might be like 10 years, honestly. Favorite scare zone of all time? That's a great question. I'm rather partial to Dark Christmas. Kinda Krampus take pre-Krampus film. But I also love the scare zones on the movie studio backlot when we were able to use that. Particularly Holidays in Hell. Dude, I've said it. I'll say it again. Every 5 years, Holidays in Hell just returns. It's just, you just lock it in. Every 5 years, Holidays in Hell's coming back. Holidays in Hell is a house that just needs to be revisited forever. Beautiful, one of my favorite houses of all time. And the scare zone to top it off, so good. Holidays in Hell is so good. I love it. Are there more IPs coming to HHN? Yes. He didn't want to answer more than that. Can I get a free ticket? I'm broke. Me too, after this last trip with kids. The amount of time they spent in the outlet malls in Vegas is staggering. Yeah, having kids is not cheap. I feel the wrath of that every day. Would you rather fight 1,000 duck-sized horses? What? What are we talking about here? Or one horse-sized duck? One horse-sized duck, because it wouldn't be able to swarm you like 1,000 duck-sized horses. What are we talking about here? I think that's it. I think that's it for John. I don't think he went beyond that. Oh no, one right here. Let's see. I approached it similar to TCM last year. or it's an original story set in the universe of the films. Setting is present day. I think he's talking about Jason. Setting is present day. My thesis question was, if someone was going to go back to Camp Crystal Lake, who would that be? What would that look like? And what would happen? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on here. Jason's back and he's pissed. Okay. That solves it all. Well, that was cool. That was very cool. I'm glad we got to do that. All right, last thing. There's one more thing I gotta talk about before we get out of here. I'm not saying end the live. We got a couple more Halloween things to talk about. Right here. Check this out, everybody.
That, man, I was hoping it was going to happen, but it's kind of like the worst kept secret, and I won't make you say anything at all, but I'm a huge haunted house fan, and in that community, everybody kind of knows Halloween Horror Nights is going to have a Terrifier house this year. So, yes. Don't.
I wonder if this was one of those, like, can you shut up? There's some legal stuff going on here. I can't talk about any of this. that had to been through his mind of like, we can't talk about none of this right now. This video, awesome video to see. This is from Powin's World. This is a crazy ass video. I can just see in his face like, don't talk about that in front of me. Let me hit it again.
Yeah, man, I was hoping it was going to happen, but it's kind of like the worst kept secret, and I won't make you say anything at all, but I'm a huge haunted house fan, and in that community, everybody kind of knows Halloween Horror Nights is going to have a Terrifier house this year. So, yes. Don't hang me if something happens and it doesn't happen, but that's the word on the street.
That was all him. I know nothing. I say nothing. I hear nothing.
But man, to watch you and the whole cast, but really you and
Dave. He's like, can we talk about something else? Look at the sky over there. It's so blue. Oh man, that's funny. Let me see. All right, we're gonna shift gears a little bit. All right, we're gonna shift gears. Check this out. So, shout out to all the Frightfest people. You know, they're always hard at work. There's a lot going on out there. I had a chance to go to Six Flags. I actually went 2 times last week. And it was mainly driven because I wanted to watch DC Heroes and Villains, which was awesome. I freaking loved that event. It's so cheesy, corny, obviously, but I love it. They're deconstructing Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat's done. They are also deconstructing Saw. Like the bottom half of the facade was just taken off. Like Saw ain't coming back. And I don't think Stranger Things either. So just last year, I guess, is probably it for them. when I think the best way to say all this, when I see this happening at Frightfest, I get a little worried because, Frightfest is not really like we're getting a new IP every year and a new house and we're going to be constructing and blah, blah, blah. And, it's not, I don't know how else to say it. It's not a Horror Nights. Horror Nights, they're just this like well-oiled machine. They got their schedules locked down. We saw Trick or Treat being built. It looked like late August. You know what I mean? Like they had like a month to do it, kind of thing. So maybe Fright Fest. Maybe their staffing grew, their production team grew, because doing 3 mazes at Fright Fest, that's crazy. I'm assuming they want 3 mazes to come back. You know what I mean? Are they going to be IPs again? Are they going to go original route? I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck's going to happen. But the reason I'm talking about this, okay, I'm going to full circle everything, okay? I'm going to full circle. Check this out. Y'all got to check this out. This happened today. I was hearing rumors, but this happened today. All right. Yeah. This is what I'm about to say is very interesting. You'll see why. I've heard the rumor, but now I believe it. I believe it. What I'm about to say. So look whose account this is. All right. Look who Instagram we're on. All right. Who does that say? It says Six Flags. What is this post right here? Am I seeing that right? I even commented. Six Flags posting knots. Excuse me? Excuse me? I get it. They're pretty much the same company now, right? That's what everybody wants to tell me. They're the same company. Let's go full circle. Let's go full circle right here. All right, let's go full circle. We know for sure Fright Fest has some announcements to do. We see 3 mazes that are most likely leaving. At Not Scary Farm, we know they have 2 mazes to announce. That Bloodline, I think it was called, disappeared, and Waxworks disappeared. So there's 2 mazes that have to be announced at Scary Farm. What does Scary Farm do? What is their new thing they do now? How do they reveal things? They don't do it at Midsummer. They don't just announce them, kind of thing. They do Nightmares Revealed. Full circle right here. Full circle. Could we see Fright Fest and Not Scary Farm announce together? Could we see them announce together at Nightmares Revealed? What? What are we talking about? Has anybody else talked about that? I wish I thought about that earlier, but it just never really made sense. And I heard a rumor, and then I saw Six Flags post Knott's. I almost want to say it's legit. Nightmares Revealed will be Scary Farm and Frightfest. That'll be crazy, huh? But what a great opportunity to be like, hey, go to Six Flags too. Oh, man. This is just a rumor. It's a rumor. It's a rumor. It's all make-believe. Really weird, right? Really, really weird. I didn't want to believe it until I saw Six Flags Today post Knott's Berry Farm. So, like, what's next? Like, is Knott's account going to post Six Flags? Talk about confusing people. What the heck? These parks are nowhere near each other at all. Like, they are far. Brian's like, bring the depths. I thought the same thing. Bring Paranormal Inc. to Six Flags. I'm not complaining. Just do it. I'd take it. Six Flags gonna get old Knott's Maze. Everybody's thinking it. That's what I thought the same thing. Oh, man. Thank you, DDG. Hit the like button, everybody. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We're at 135. Let's get to 150 likes. Hit the like button. That's a wild rumor. Wild rumor. That's what you get when you join a bonfire. That's what we're about to talk about. Here are my thoughts. Maybe I'll go deeper into this with Danny tomorrow. But my quick thought, I'm cool with it. It's a little weird, but I'm cool with it. I get jiggy with it. You would think Six Flags would just kind of go the Midsummer route, right? But Midsummer's so late this year, so I get it. I don't think we have a date. Yeah, we don't have a date yet for Nightmares Revealed, so we'll see. We will see. All right, that's it for Scary Farm. We'll talk more Scary Farm tomorrow. There is one more thing I want to talk about. I've been meaning to get to this, and I just kind of been lagging a little bit. Tomorrow, well, I guess today, it's midnight. I can't believe everybody's still awake. Tomorrow, well, gosh, I keep wanting to say tomorrow. Today being Tuesday. Today's Tuesday now. So happy Tuesday. I'm the first one to welcome you to Tuesday. Oogie Boogie Bash tickets are going to go on sale at 9 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. June 24th. Right now, it is June 24th as we speak, right now. So, Oogie Boogie Bash, Inspire. You have to be the highest magic key. So, Inspire. Inspire. I don't sleep until 4 a.m. Damn! Good morning, everybody. Oogie Boogie Bash is tomorrow. So anybody trying to buy tickets, you got to wake up early. 9 a.m. I recommend 8:45. Just keep refreshing that page so you could be one of the first to get in the queue. Because every time, for whatever reason, Oogie Boogie Bash is always a hard process. It's never fast. It's not easy to get tickets. But what I wanted to talk about is who do you think are the characters that are going to come this year to the treat trails? Who do you guys think? I guess there you go. They call it soon to be unleashed. So we have one at Grizzly River Run. A character is going to come there. And then they got another character coming to Pixar Promenade, which I'm assuming will probably be a Pixar character, right? I feel like I just want to ask this question. If Disney was lazy, who would they go? My first thought is they're just going to do Lotso at Pixar Promenade. They're just going to go Lotso. And the one at Grizzly River Run, they're just going to put like Captain Hook or something. I don't know. But do these characters that are the treat trail, do they always have to be talking characters? Yeah, I would say they are talking, even because Yokai, even though he has a mask, he still talks to people. So who could it be? Damn, now that I think about the talking aspect. What are your guys' guesses? Who could be the new treat trails that come to Pixar Promenade and Grizzly River Run? Captain Hook at Grizzly. Why not? Lotso at Pixar. The fire emoji is making me think we're going to get a Five Fires treat trail. Syndrome. That'd be crazy, huh? Syndrome. I wonder if Disney drops news tomorrow. You know, I'm going to go on a limb. I have a feeling Disney announces who these characters are, just to drive ticket sales, right? So maybe tomorrow we get announcements, or maybe today being Tuesday, we get announcements. If Disney goes the lazy route, they'll probably have a villain that isn't as popular and use a screen for it. That'd be so messed up. They just got a screen treat trail. That would be the lazy route. I'm shocked they don't do Stinky Pete. Toy Story 2. Dude, Stinky Pete would be sick. I would love that. That would be cool. Dr. Doof better not be coming back. He is. Dr. Doof's coming back. He's right here. Look at that. They put him in the picture. Oh, man. Hades coming back. Ernesto de la Cruz coming back. Agatha's coming back. Yokai, for whatever reason, he's coming back. Dr. Doom. Yeah, Dr. Doom that'd be a big deal. That'd be a big deal for sure. Chef Skinner from Ratatouille would be wild. That'd be wild. That's a good one. That would be awesome. I don't know if he's ever been at a theme park, but that'd be cool. I wish it was Chernabog. Yeah, a lot of people want that. Hey, Mondo, do you think HHN will get a popcorn bucket again this year? If so, what would you like it to see? Jason? Art the Clown popcorn bucket? I think it's just FNAF. I think FNAF's just going to dominate merch. I think it's going to be a Five Nights at Freddy popcorn bucket. Maybe Jason. I just don't see Art the Clown being a popcorn bucket, but we could be mistaken. It could be his head, right? What a weird popcorn bucket, but it'd probably sell good. I don't know what I would want so far. I guess a Jason popcorn bucket would be sick. Just like his mask. That'd be cool. Zurg. That'd be crazy. I think it could be Zurg. Dude, Zurg would be awesome. It'd be awesome. That mask is so damn creepy. Yeah. Dr. Doof, Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel's going to come back. I guess that would be the lazy route. That would be the lazy route. Yeah. Dr. Doom with RDJ voice. We are close, right? Fantastic Four is about to debut very soon. I could see that. I could see it be a thing. Lone Dread says, look at my question. What are we talking about? The express lane machine wasn't working and they had to input my pass manually. My app was also acting up. I don't know of any outages at Universal. I haven't heard that. I'm sorry that happened. Guest services, if they would be the best ones to talk to. I don't know. You still want the abuela from Encanto? Is she a villain? Is that Oogie Boogie stuff? Do you miss the days of Horror Nights? Had paper maps, dude. I wish that would come back. Yeah. Universal in general having a paper map. Shockingly, Disneyland still does it, right? They still do it. Man, Universal was like, we're just done. We're done with the paper maps. Oh, man. Zombie Cap and Werewolf by night. That'd be cool. They should just be... Zombie Cap and Werewolf should just be automatic. Like, Oogie Boogie's happening, those characters are here. It's kind of crazy. Agatha getting a lot of love. All right. I don't want to go much later than this. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. I know a lot of people, they just been itching for that Horror Night talk. Tomorrow, Speculation, Sunday on a Tuesday. We will be live either 6 or 7. And I can't wait. I really want to talk. I want to talk mainly. I just want to talk some Knott's Frightfest with Danny. We'll see. We're going to talk about a lot of things tomorrow. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys as always. Smash the like button. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Get some rest. And stay hydrated. It's so hot. It's been so hot lately. Smash the like button. Burn it down. Love y'all. Have a good night.